Hey guys, go to this video and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Part 8. I made a mistake for my last part because I kinda did. Anyway, right now they're talking about the story, which I think is basically what's happening is they're saying Lynn can just feel Lycia right now, and she's just gonna stop, just stop, like smack down. They're traveling, and imagine what her grandfather looks like. That to me makes no sense why she would do that at all. Like seriously, why would anyone just stop in the middle of the road while they're traveling? Say, hold on, guys, I'm gonna imagine my grandfather's face looks like when I see him, and then apparently now it's completely different. I think the game did that to just make them stop, but still, that doesn't make sense at all. This is probably one of my favorite conversations also because it's pretty funny. Some of these conversations are pretty funny, I have to admit. Some of the dialogue does get kind of I know it explains the story and such, but I watch Game Boy Advance games that had voice acting. That would make my life easy. This let the voice acting handle everything. Even though most handheld games do not have voice acting. In fact, not many handheld games really do. Like, I know the PSP has some, but the DS really doesn't have that much. Like, I think they should make more voice acting for handhelds, but I guess it makes sense not to have any. Unless you're porting a game that, like, I don't know, I don't know. Wait, I want to do like a question of the day kind of thing now. And for today's one, it's kind of early, but like, what game would you like to have voice acting in, you know? Or like for like all the characters, like for most of them, like for cutscenes and little dialogue bits. In my opinion, I'd like to see, I don't know, like it'll be debatable between probably Zelda and this game, because well, I guess Papa Radiance and Radiant Dawn did have voice acting for the map commentary for Radiant Dawn, the cutscenes for Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Still, they didn't have like that much to begin with. I would like to see how some of these guys' voices sound. But like, don't you think it'd be pretty cool hearing like as Link a voice? Like he's such a silent guy. Like what would he be like talking? That'd be kind of weird. Then again, he doesn't even talk that much to begin with, which is kind of weird because Zelda really isn't an RPG game. So it is kind of weird, even though he does kind of have a voice when he does some flips and stuff like that. And here are some two new characters, or units. And basically, their names are Sarah, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Their name is spelled Serra, so that's what I call her. And then you have Urk. And basically, the dealio with these guys is Sarah hired Urk for protection or escort to go to her country, I believe, or territory. And then Urk hates it because she like talks nonsense and all this kind of stuff. And he was like, "I'll give you all of the money back, and can I just like stop escorting you?" He's like, "No, you're gonna escort me right now." So like, seriously, dude, seriously. I hope my nerves can endure this journey. And then she's like, "What are you mumbling about? You're so gloomy, dude." Yeah, Sarah's kind of like kind of a hard, like, I can't really think of a character that can describe her or similar. But yeah, you know. So yeah. What have you guys been doing lately? I think a lot of people were shocked by the Casey Anthony case, you know, because I think a lot of people were kind of like, "OMG, she's not guilty. What the heck is going on in America?" So, you know, in my opinion, I don't get why they're overreacting, because I understand that she probably did kill her daughter, but we have millions of these murder trials. Why do we have to overreact with one? That's the thing I kind of don't like about America. I think we get caught up in so many murder trials that like are the same thing, really. Like, say some guy killed 6 construction workers and he was not guilty, America wouldn't care at all. For some reason, we focus this person on Casey Anthony. I guess it makes sense because he was a pretty big, like, lost kid kind of thing going on. So, yeah. Okay, for this chapter, let me start with the gameplay for once. For this chapter, you have to recruit Urk and Share because the game won't let you not recruit them. And I'm gonna explain their units real fast. Sarah is a cleric, which basically is a healer, and she's a pretty dang good one at that. She's gonna probably be your best one because she's the first one. But there are some people. There are like some never mind. I mean, she's a good unit. If you want to use Sarah, I recommend it because I don't see why you wouldn't use a promoted unit. And then Urk. A lot of people don't like debate between Urk because for being a good unit or a bad one because of his mediocre growth rate. Which is true. He does have some mediocre ones, I would say. Not really impressive. So I consider him the second best mage you get. But the best one you get is pretty dang late in the game, and it's a pain to train her. Oh dang, I spoiled the character. It's a spoiler to train her up like really badly. You know, she has amazing growth. It's incredible. Anyway, since Urk went to battle with that archer dude, she's gonna like, you hurt Urk, and then she's gonna heal him up. As for healing, I'm probably going to speed up the animation just because it's kind of boring seeing a person get healed. And like that's why I like Pepper Radiant. It's already in Dawn. I don't know about Shadow Dragon, I haven't played that game. That like the healing is so much faster, you don't have an entire animation for it. And yeah. And then Urk. He's a mage. Mages are pretty cool units. Probably one of my probably my third favorite unit or second. Actually, my favorite unit is probably Lord. I mean, not Lords. No, that'd be pretty. Then that'd be pretty stupid if my favorite class was a Lord, just because. My favorite unit is probably a Myrmidon, and then second would be a mage. Third would be knights, which we haven't seen yet, and last but not least, fourth would probably be flying units because I love flying units. Fifth will probably be cavaliers. But yeah, okay. For this chapter is very easy. Like seriously, these made this chapter. I don't know why they made this chapter very easy. I'm guessing they're trying to just show that we killed a lot of bandits. Anyway, what I'm talking about is that basically there's only 6 units you have to deal with, excluding that archer dude, because the archer dude you're always gonna kill her, because I don't see why you would not. Maybe if you have very low levels. And so basically what I recommend doing for this one is basically just moving on up. That's all you have to do, really, just move on up, make sure your unit has the advantage, and really not a very hard chapter at all. The next 2 chapters are actually pretty short, to be honest with you. I don't know why I said you, it should be more like you guys, but still. And yeah, like, most of these units aren't that tough at all. They're gonna die, because that's pretty obvious. There's a couple of axe users like there always are, and yeah, I really don't need to explain anything else, because this is self-explanatory gameplay right now, because you're just moving on up, and I'm basically gonna kill these units, because these units are pretty easy to kill. Here it's kind of just a point that Florina, though, didn't have enough strength or speed by that matter to actually double him, which I was like very pissed off, because with Florina or flying units in general, you want a lot of speed on them, because most of the time they're not gonna have amazing strength, and yes, I kind of saw that happening. With the mage, cleric, or any healing people that cannot defend themselves, they're gonna go after them more than likely, instead of the enemy. And right now, Steens is killing everyone he sees because he's a boss. And with any flying units in general, you want very good speed with them, because most of the time their strength isn't that amazing. And it's pretty good having speed on them, because they can double a lot. Like, it's gonna be pretty intense seeing Florina double a lot of characters. I don't know if I'm going to use her though, to tell you the truth. I'm debating whether or not to use her or some other unit you get later in the game that's a flying unit. Yes. Well, Will is probably, like, in my honest opinion, Urk is gonna probably be. I don't really think you should worry about Urk that much, because he has good enough stats to survive on his own. Because he's pretty good for a mage, like on his own, and you know, it's pretty useful because you don't have to worry about him. For Will, I think it's kind of not as hard, but I recommend you at least try to get like 2 or 3 kills with Will each chapter. That's pretty good. Or just like bossy views if you want to. But there's not that many seize points right now. Here it is, gives me nothing because all he talks about is magic, which I guess I'll go over right now. There is a magic triangle. It won't really affect us in any way, except for some chapters, because there's 3 other types of magic. There's anime, dark, and light. We will get a light mage, but it's not called a light mage, it's called a monk. Like, I don't get, like, why they would call her a monk. Then again, because, never mind. She is a monk, and I just pulled another character. But anyway, yeah, she's a monk, and basically the triangle for the magic is dark, I believe, beats anime. No, I know more like, and anime beats light, and light beats dark. Pretty obvious stuff right there. Anime really kind of, it's probably the best type of magic in my opinion, if not dark. Light is good, I think dark is pretty good too, and so is anime, because anime is pretty dang good. It's probably the strongest one too, because of all the different types of spells you have. And if you're wondering, anime magic is basically fire and thunder, if you're wondering, and light is like lightning, which I always thought was so stupid, like how in Pokemon they call everything Thunderbolt, not like Lightning Bolt. That'd be kind of weird though. I can't imagine like having a move called Lightning. Well, I guess I could actually. I guess it just sounds better saying like Thunder, I guess. Makes it sound more intimidating. Instead of, like, they should just call it Electric Bolt. Not electric, because that'd be pretty stupid. Never mind. Anyway, like I said, this chapter is very easy. Just try to get the kills with Florina for the sword users, and use whoever the hell you want to use with the axe users, because I like using my Cavalier units because most of the time Lynn's going to be guaranteed a level up each chapter. But I'm probably going to use a little bit more because I want to try to get to at least, I'm trying to get to at least above level 10 before part 1 ends, because that'd be pretty nice. What I recommend for most of your units is probably level 10, because it's only 10 chapters, and most of the chapters themselves, once we get into the very late ones, that's when we're gonna have more enemies and such. Because right now, like, look at this, only 6 enemies, and it's like what, chapter I think it's chapter 5 or chapter 6. It's probably chapter 5 because I don't think we're that done, but so it's kind of, I wish it would give you more units you can actually kill. Yeah, I cannot wait to do my Sacred Stones Let's Play though, after I do this one. I might not do a Sacred Stones after this game, I might do some other game. Because for Sacred Stones, I've actually beaten that game once. I've never beaten this game, so I can't tell you exactly what, like, the good units are and such. I've only gone to part 2. So, you know, I've never gotten to part 3. And Florina gets a level up, and I get my speed I want, but she still can't double. And strength too, which is nice. Anyway, this video is about to almost end, guys, so question of the day is, I'm gonna just start doing that, by the way. It's probably, which game do you wish had the voice acting in? Because I wish it's probably gonna be, mine is probably gonna be either Legend of Zelda or this game. That's because it makes my life easier not telling you what the dialogue is. Because I know you can read it, but still, it's not that text heavy. Which is, well, I guess it is actually, because it really is. I wish I had voice acting, because that made my life so much easier. Just be like, oh, okay. Even though I do like reading subtitles. Anyway, that's the question of the day. It's tied between Legend and Zelda, by the way, because that'd be pretty chill. I'll probably discuss that more in the later video. And adios, guys.